Hello you guys and welcome back to the channel. Today I am showing you the pattern of this vest, which is viral on Shein and on Amazon, so I thought it will be perfect for this spring days. This pattern includes sizes from S to 3XL, so just pick up your size and crochet now this vest. And without further ado, let's just jump into it. For this project, I'm going to use a yarn, acrylic yarn 100%. It's called Amigo from Hobby, and it is, I would say, medium yarn. It says that it's medium up to chunky because it has the skein. It has 50 grams and it has 100 meters for 50 grams. So I would put this in medium. I am going to use also a 6mm hook. First, I do want to show you the construction of this piece, and then I want to explain to you how this pattern works. So for the back side, we are going to have a panel like this. This is the panel. It is very simple. We're just going to work this way. So you know probably that this knit stitch, it is worked this way, and I am going to work 4 stitches here at the bottom with a slip stitch like a ribbing, and then the rest it is a closed half double crochet. So I'm going to start from here, and then I'm going to add increase with this amount of stitches over here, and then just back and forth the same amount until the end. And the last one, the last ribbing, I am going to decrease and work the stitches up to a certain level that is the same amount of stitches that I started over here. I think this constructions is pretty easy. Now you understand that. And then the next panel, it is going to be the front one, which we are going to knit in 2 pieces. And the front one, again, it is worked like this. So I'm going to start with the same amount of stitches that I started over here. I'm going to do the same amount of increases that I would do for the back panel. The only difference for the front panel is that to a certain level here, I'm going to start decreasing, and I will decrease 2 stitches per each ribbing. So now you understand how the construction is. Then I can start and show you the pattern. So I'm going to show you the pattern for the back one, and the pattern for the back one, of course, is for size S. And I am going to start with 38 stitches plus 1 stitch for the turning. So that means that I'm gonna need 39 chain stitches. Let's start. And let's crochet 39 chain stitches. And here we are, and the pattern follows like this. We are going to do 4 slip stitches, and we start from the bottom because the slip stitches are the ribbing. So I am going to crochet, I will skip the first chain stitch and insert the hook on the second chain stitch, and I'm gonna do 1 slip stitch. And if you want, you can put a marker there so you don't miss the slip stitch. So then I will continue crocheting another 3 slip stitches on the next 3 chains. Here we are. Then once I have 4 slip stitches, I will switch to closed half double crochet, and the rest of the stitches I'm going to crochet with closed half double crochet. So yarn over, and then insert the hook on the next chain stitch, pull through, and then pull through these 2 loops, and this is the first closed half double crochet. Continue crocheting until the end. So in total you're gonna have 34 closed half double crochet and 4 slip stitches here. So now I'm at the end of the row, so 4 slip stitches and 34 closed half double crochet. Now I'm going to go back on the second row. I'm going to work this pattern. I'm going to do 1 chain stitch and turn my work, then yarn over, and I am going to skip the chain stitch and insert the hook on the second stitch from the hook, but in the back loop. So we have front loop, back loop, so closed half double crochet on the back loop. So I will continue crocheting closed half double crochets through the back loop until I arrive at my 34th stitch. Then I will switch to slip stitch because always in the back loop the last 4 stitches are always slip stitches through the back loop. So I will continue crocheting closed half double crochets through the back loop until I have in total 34 of them. Once I finish 34 closed half double crochet through the back loop, your work is going to look like this. Then I'm switching to slip stitch through the back loop. So the last one are going to be slip stitches through the back loop. And this is the pattern for the second row. Now for the third row, we are going to increase over here. We need to do that increase. And first I'm going to tell you the pattern up to here, and then I will show you the increase. So we are going to do 1 more chain and turn our work and start working the third row. So for the third row, I'm going to work again, skip the chain that I just did and slip stitch through the back loop on the second stitch from the hook. Continue crocheting 3 slip stitches through the back loop until you have 4 in total. So once you have 4 slip stitches through the back loop, switch to closed half double crochet through the back loop and continue crocheting 34 of them until the end. So once I finished 4 slip stitches and 34 closed half double crochet through the back loop, now it's the time to crochet the chain stitches. We're going to crochet 32 chain stitches and 1 stitch for the turning, which means I will continue crocheting another 33 chain stitches, and I'm finished with the pattern of the third row. So this is all for size S. So I am going to crochet another 33 chain stitches. 1, 2. So here I have 33 chain stitches. I am going to start now the 4th row. So for the 4th row, I am going to skip the first chain stitch. So I will yarn over first and skip the first stitch, insert the hook on the second chain stitch and pull through and pull through the 2 loops. And this is the first closed half double crochet. Yarn over and continue crocheting closed half double crochets on each chain stitch. So in total you're gonna have, until you arrive at the last chain stitch over here, we're gonna have 32 closed half double crochet stitches. Once we have finish these 32 closed half double crochet stitches, we are going to continue crocheting closed half double crochet stitches, but now from the 33rd from here we're gonna crochet in through the back loop, okay, until the last 4 ones. And here of course we are switching to slip stitches, which in my case there are 4 slip stitches. So this is the pattern. We're going to continue crocheting 32 closed half double crochet stitches until the last chain stitch over here, 34 closed half double crochet through the back loop, and then slip stitch 4 slip stitches at the end over here. Okay, here we are. I finished the 4th row. You can see that we have 1 ribbing, 2 ribbings. So this is how we are going to count. 2 rows, so 1 row upwards and 1 row downwards will have 1 ribbing. So in this case I did 4 rows, that means I have 2 ribbings. So this is actually the first ribbing. This one is the first ribbing of the shoulders ribbing. So we are going to continue crocheting the same amount here, 4 slip stitches and 66 closed half double crochet stitches forth and back, until we have in total, including the one that we just did, 31 ribbings. So here is my row here. Here is my under the arm, and then this is my first ribbing. So I'm going to continue crochet another 30 ribbings. Together with this one is 31. So once I crochet another 30 ribbings, I will end up over here at the end, of course, at the end over here. Then I'm going to continue crocheting only 1 more ribbing for the underarm. So the ribbing for the underarm, it is going to be like this. So we finish the 31st ribbing over here. Once we finish the 31st ribbing over here, actually we will end up on this side. And then we will do the one last ribbing, which is 1 way up and 1 way down. And actually, to finish this ribbing, we are just not going to crochet all the stitches, but we are going to crochet 4 slip stitches and 34 closed half double crochet. Then the rest we will leave it, and we will turn and crochet again one more time 34 slip stitches and 34 closed half double crochet stitches through the back loop always, and 4 slip stitches through the back loop here at the end, and we are done. So in total, this panel, it is going to have 33 ribbings. So once this pattern is finished, now we are going to crochet the front pattern. So here for the front pattern, as you can see very well, we are just going to start with the same amount of stitches that we did for the back panel. So here it is. I finished the underarm and also here the first ribbing until the shoulder. So now I am going to continue repeating this pattern, 66 closed half double crochet through the back loop and 4 slip stitches, until I have the total amount of these ribbings over here. And in total I have 10 of them. So I already did 1, so I will continue crocheting another 9. So together with this it's going to be 10. Then I'm going to come back and show you what the amount of ribbings that we're going to do here while decreasing for the neck shaping. Okay, you guys, here we are. I finished 10 ribbings, which means are 20 rows, okay? Because each ribbing has 2 rows, 1 row upwards, 1 row downwards. So now I am going to start and do the decreases for the neck. So here is the panel, the front panel that I already did. I already crocheted. Now we're going to do these decreases over here, and there are 5 ribbings. 5 ribbings, it means 10 rows. So we are going to do for each ribbing a decrease of 2 stitches, which means that I am going to work the 4 slip stitches over here, and then I'm going to come upwards and leave 2 stitches without working, and then go back to finish the ribbing. Then for the next ribbing we are just going to do the same, 4 slip stitches over here, and then go upwards here, and then leave 2 stitches without working, and then go downwards. So I'm going to do that until I have in total 5 ribbings. And here we are. Here is the full panel for the front side. For both panels I didn't cut the yarn, but for that a little bit later. So once we have all the panels. I will place them and I will do the sewing first. This I will keep attached as I told you. So I am going to sew them here at the shoulders, which is very important for the next step. And since I'm going to do the shoulders, I'm going to sew also on the sides. Nothing fancy or anything. I'm just going to sew them as I have done in many other tutorials of mine with this kind of stitch. As I just told you, I'm not going to do anything crazy with the same yarn and with a tapestry needle. I am just going to sew all the panels. But I am first going to match the ribbings. So 10 ribbons here have to match with 10 ribbons in the back, and then 10 ribbons here have to match with 10 ribbons in the back, so don't forget that. So I am just going to go under this, grab this ribbing. So I'm going to grab this ribbing like this, pull it on the other side. And I'm going to grab now the ribbing on the other side and just put it on this side. So it's like these two ribbons, I'm trying to get them through a circle. So once I get them through a circle, it will be another ribbing. So it's like this circle, it will just make the continuation of this ribbing into this ribbing. So it actually is kind of invisible. So yeah, so once I grab this ribbing, so now I'm grabbing the last stitch of this ribbing over here. I hope it makes sense. Pull it through. You can even just sew them easy way. You don't have to do this at all. So then I'm going one more time to grab this ribbing, the stitch for this ribbing. So I kind of went around, you can see, right? And that's it. I'm done here. So the next thing I'm going to grab is in between these two ribbons. And here we are. I did finish all the sewing on the sides and also here the shoulders. So first what I'm gonna do, that's why I did not cut the yarn on both ends, it is that I am going to go first with this side over here. I'm going to do one round of slip stitch. So it's going to be slip stitch and slip stitch over here and slip stitch until here, okay? And then I'm going to come back and work the slip stitches again until the end. But with this other one, I'm going to do same as here, slip stitch on this side and slip stitch until here, and I'm going to connect these two, and then of course I'm going to come back over here. Yeah, so it will look like this, and then I will show you how we are going to grab here all the corners one by one. This is how the side it is going to look like. And now we're working here, the neck. So for the neck, I'm going to grab the top over here, insert the hook, grab the top of the corner, then I will insert the hook at the bottom of the corner. So where we have this up here, so we are going to the corner over here, so we get the top of the corner and the bottom of the corner, and then yarn over, pull through and pull through all of them. Then again, here we have 2 stitches, right? So we are going to work this as the first stitch here, we're going to work it as a slip stitch. Then the top of the corner, just insert the hook. Then insert the hook at the bottom of the corner over here, yarn over, pull through, and pull through the other 2. So it will look like this. So the first stitch we will work it as a slip stitch, but the corner we are inserting the hook, grab here 1 loop, and then insert at the bottom of the corner, and I yarn under and I pull it through this 2. So for each we have 2 slip stitches, 1 slip stitch here and 1 slip stitch to connect the corner with the bottom, and just continue doing that. So here it is, and I will just continue do all the stitches at the back over here. Just crochet slip stitches as you feel, like if you feel that you are working too tight, then so I think I need 1 here. So for each ribbon I do like 2 slip stitches. Just continue doing that until you arrive here, and then we will work slip stitch all the way back here at the bottom of the ribbon, okay? So it is pretty neat up to here, and then I came back. So now, since I have, for my size S, since I have 60 stitches over here, and I am going to use 3 buttons. These are the buttons and are quite big, and I'm gonna need 3 stitches for the opening of 1 button. So my calculations are, since I have 60 over here, I'm gonna leave 3 stitches here, 3 stitches here. Then I'm gonna have 2 holes with 3 stitches each. Then on one side I'm gonna have 22 slip stitches. Then on this side I'm gonna have 23 slip stitches, and then I'm gonna have the last buttonhole here with 3 stitches here in the middle. Yeah, so here it is. I did the holes 2 and 3. Then what I'm gonna do, I'm gonna do 1 chain, turn my work, and again work slip stitches through the back loop, but where I have the chains, just wherever. So I'm going to work a slip stitch through the back loop until the end, and go back to the end of the panel on the ribbing side, yeah? Okay, here we are. I went back, so another, we will go 1 more time, up and down. So in total, the first row that we did going all here and then coming back, this is 1 time with slip stitch, and then the second one where we had the chain stitches, and then to opening the holes over for the holes opening, and then we come back. So this is another 2 rows, and then I'm gonna do 1 more up and down, so then I will balance, because as you see, the the side here has 2 ribbings, but here is just this one, so I need to go one more time up and down. So then is 6 rows, right? And this is what I'm going to do in the same in the other side as well, with the yarn that I left over here. I'm going to do one more row and closing up all the decreases that I did over here with a slip stitch, the same way as I did on this side, but I don't need to do the neck at the back here. I'm just going to go up to here, so I'm going to go the second row back, so 2 rows, and then the other 4 rows I'm just going to go up and down, so then I will have the same amount of rows that I have on this side. So in total I'm going to have 6 rows, and yeah, let me finish the rest, and I will sew the buttons, of course, where I have them. Then I will show you how we do the pattern for the pockets. So here we are. I finished the buttonholes and also the border on this side. I also wanted to tell you that I did go one round here with a slip stitch. This will make maybe the shape a little bit tighter here on the sides, but this is totally up to you. I just used a 4mm hook, so a hook size that is 2 millimeters lower than the main one. The one that we used for crocheting the whole body is 6 millimeters, so I went with a 4mm, and I just crocheted one round of slip stitch on the side. I haven't done the other side, but I'm going to do that as well. So it's just up to you. If you want, you can add this slip stitch border over here, just one round, or if you don't want, just leave it like that. Now it's the time for the pockets, and for the pockets it is going to be this pattern. I am going to start with, again, the same 6mm hook and the same yarn, and it is just going to be a simple square. So this square, it is going to have 25 stitches, 4 stitches slip stitches, and 20 stitches in the middle closed half double crochet, and 1 stitch at the end, at the other end, slip stitch. So since we need 25 stitches, we're going to start with 26 chain stitches and just repeat the pattern that I told you: 4 slip stitches, 20 closed half double crochet stitches, 1 slip stitch, and then turn. This we are going to do for 9 ribbings. So 1 ribbing has 2 rows, which means we're going to crochet 18 rows. So here I have 26 chain stitches. I'm going to crochet 5 slip stitches. 1, 2, 3, sorry, 4 slip stitches. Yeah, 1, 2, 3, 4. Then 20 closed half double crochet stitches. And then at the end, 1 slip stitch. And that's it. Then I'm going to do 1 more chain, turn my work, but now I am going to do the 1 slip stitch first and then the 20 closed half double crochet stitches for the second row. So this all through the back loop now. So 1 slip stitch, 20 closed half double crochet through the back loop, and at the other side 4 slip stitches. And 4 slip stitches now. And that's it. And on this side we have the first ribbing. Just keep repeating this pattern and until you have 9 ribbings. Yeah, and then you are done with the pocket. So I will continue crocheting mine, and of course we need 2 of them. I will see you once the pockets are finished, and then I will show you how we are going to sew them. Okay, you guys, here we are. This is how the pocket looks like, and of course I crocheted 2 of them. The next thing that I'm gonna do, I left some yarn over here, and I'm just gonna get a tapestry needle. I'm gonna position this one like I'm gonna skip 2 ribbings from here, and this is how I'm positioning them. And these 4 slip stitches over here, they will align with the 4 slip stitches here of the border. So that is pretty easy. So these 9 ribbings over here, they will align the 9 ribbings after the second one. And yeah, I'm just going to take the tapestry needle and very quickly sew them. Nothing fancy, as always. Yeah, so this is pretty much how I am sewing this one, and I am going to sew again, as I told you, all the sides all around, and again I'm going to sew this other pocket on the other side and the buttons. And yeah, this is pretty much. I will continue fixing all the last details, sewing of the pockets and the buttons over here. And yeah, I really hope you enjoyed this tutorial, and yeah, I will see you on my next one. Bye!